Hey, welcome to the channel. This video was taken on May the 4th. We were at Daremuscata Lake. This was in the morning. We were fishing this little cove and I got a hold of probably about a 4-pound largemouth, and you'll watch this in slow motion. You can see him spit the spinner bait right out there. I was crushed, but we kept fishing on. Our intention was to fish for largemouth, but we weren't having a whole lot of luck with them, so we noticed the smallmouth were biting pretty good, so we just started targeting them. So you'll see that like we're fishing along the rocky shoreline here, kind of a good drop off, and I think this was my best fish of the day here. This one was about 2.3 or 2.4 pounds, nice smallmouth. And here's my expert netter taking care of business here. I had my drag set pretty decent, but he was pulling it out like crazy. And you'll see here, it's a pretty decent looking fish.
There we go. Nice smallie.
Just around the corner from where that one was. This little cove here, pretty rocky all along in here. And I pulled in another one. Good jumper that one was. I don't know, I love seeing him jump, but it also makes me pretty nervous because I don't want him popping off of there. I think this one might have shaken himself right. Yeah, he shook himself right off. There we go, another one. I was actually going for the shoreline, the rocky shoreline you see behind this island, but I stopped the boat here and I thought, well, I'll throw one up on there. And sure enough, it popped on there as soon as it landed. So got another one right here. And this one here, I think just as soon as I got him off the hook, he shook loose from me and jumped right out of the boat. Yeah, there he goes. So this is right along that shoreline we were heading towards. There's this little section here by this camp. They got a bunch of docks, floating docks out there. It's too cold yet for fish to be hiding under those, but they're hiding along that shoreline there, and we were doing pretty good with them. We had some spectators up on the bank there watching what we were doing. You'll see that big dock behind me. There I am. I just went right on the other side of it. I think this might even have been my very next cast, and got one right away. I've got the video muted because we were listening to music and chatting it up all day, so it was a lot of background noise. Didn't want that on here. There we go. And just up on that same area, this is a really long shoreline, really long rocky shoreline that goes out to a nice point, and there's smallmouth all over this. Nothing crazy big, really. I mean, I've fished it quite a few times, and always seem to get a good amount of them, but nothing real big. But with the smallmouth, it doesn't have to be too big. It's fun no matter what. This one here, we doubled up on this one. So I got mine in the boat, and just as I was getting him off of there, he got one on same spot. So he pulled it in. I was waiting for him. I thought we'd hold him up, show the camera the two of them together, but he had another idea. He's going to show his and then just chuck it in the water here. This was our only double up of the day, but we caught him steady for sure. Again, same area, just out towards the end of the point. We're getting close to the end of the point now. It gets really big boulders in underneath the surface here, and I think some of the bigger smallmouth are down here near the end in those bigger boulders. So I pulled in a few in this area here. A decent one there. A little bigger than the ones I was catching down further. And this is right towards the very end of the point. And here comes another one. I think this one is, I think I hook up with this one pretty close to the boat, which is not what I had typically been doing. They were hitting it pretty quick before, but this one I probably chased it a little. There we go. Now this is just out past that point. It's a real shallow area. They've got it markered off so you don't drive in there, but you can troll through it. But it's there's some decent smallies out here. This is the first time I've fished it, but it was good. This one here is bigger for sure. It's about, I think this one was right at 2 or maybe just slightly over 2 pounds. He was a weighable one. We decided to weigh him. A little plug here for the Bubba scale. I got my Bubba Pro scale. Love it. It'll give you the GPS coordinates where you caught it, the fish species, the weight, the time, the weather, everything. And then right there in that same spot, I think this was probably 2 casts after I caught that last one. Another one right on there. It was hot. This area was hot for sure. I'm surprised it was so Smallie was so good with it being overcast like it was, but they were biting for sure. This is the last one of the day, or the last one on video at least, and it was just on the other side of that point. We went all down that other shoreline, and this one here was a little closer to the boat too when he hit it, but they were certainly loving that spinnerbait. And that's it. If you like smallmouth like I like smallmouth fishing, man, Maine's got a lot of Great Lakes for it, so enjoy. Tight lines. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.